Hurricane Katrina produced unprecedented destruction, resulting in disaster debris from vegetation and man-made structures. Before Katrina, the event that left behind the greatest amount of disaster debris in the United States was Hurricane Andrew in 1992, which generated 43 million cubic yards of debris in Florida's Metro-Dade County. When the demolition of damaged property in New Orleans metropolitan area is complete, Hurricane Katrina will have generated more than 100 million cubic yards of disaster debris. Before the Gulf Coast region can rebuild, particularly in New Orleans area, much debris generated by the storm must be removed and properly managed. Examples are landfills, recycled, or burned. These types of debris generated include vegetations like trees, limbs, and shrubs, municipal solid waste like common household garbage and personal belongings, construction and demolition debris, in some instances entire residential structures and other contents, vehicles like cars, trucks, and boats, food waste, white goods like refrigerators, freezers, air conditioners, and household hazardous waste like cleaning agents, pesticides, and pool chemicals. Each type of waste may contain or be contaminated with certain toxic or hazardous constituents. In the short term, removal of debris is necessary to facilitate the recovery of the region. In the long term, the methods in which these wastes are to be managed require proper consideration to ensure that their management would not pose a future threat to human health or the environment. Congress appropriates money for activities authorized by the Stafford Act to the Disaster Relief Fund. The Stafford Act authorized debris removal by federal agencies from publicly owned properties like roads and public buildings. The most debris removal is through the FEMA Public Assistance Program. FEMA can either reimburse local governments from the cost of debris removal, or the local government can request direct federal assistance from FEMA, which then tasks the Corps to complete the debris removal process. The disaster declarations from Louisiana and Mississippi and subsequent amendments specify that FEMA would reimburse designated local governments 100% of the cost of debris removal on public and private property. In designated counties that are eligible for assistance until June 30th, 2006. After July 1st, 2006, in most Louisiana parishes and Mississippi counties, federal assistance for debris removal is 90%. After Katrina, the destruction was so great that returning to many communities was impossible. This was the case particularly in the flooded areas of New Orleans and St. Bernard parishes. More than 2 years after the storm, it is estimated that the population in those parishes have reached approximately 70%, which is New Orleans, and 41%, which is St. Bernard, of pre-Katrina levels. Also, on July 27, 2006, the Senate Committee of Environment and Public Works held a hearing on the Stafford Act that, among other topics, looked at the status of debris removal operations in the Gulf Coast area. The hearing included discussions on the scope of the damage and volume of debris created by the storm, the status of debris removal activities, concerns regarding the pace of debris removal operations, and the role of federal agencies in the cleanup response. There have also been hearings to discuss issues associated with the federal government's contracting policies, practices, preparations, and response to Hurricane Katrina, on which debris removal efforts are the main part.